Welcome back. I'm here with foraging friend Rachael West. How are you, Rachel?
Fantastic.
We're glad to have you. It looks like you brought some Christmas decor in today.
Right? So if you actually feel them a little bit, they're kind of sticky. This is Sumac. And so this is from smooth sumac, but we have a few different varieties that are here in Missouri.
Yeah, all I've heard is poison sumac.
Right?
But that's more of a vine, right?
You are correct.
And this is from a tree.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm learning
an
something.
understory tree or shrub. So in DC, when we were there, the trees were they were as big as a tree with like a trunk. And here they're more of an understory, not really. They're probably 8 foot tall at max.
Okay, so they don't like the heat as much. Is that what it is? Is that do they flourish more in the north?
I think that they like heat. I think it's just growing conditions, maybe a longer season there. So they have a staghorn sumac, which is a little bit different. We do have some of that here, but this is the smooth sumac, and then we also have a winged where I am. And so there's a lot of different varieties of sumac. The poison sumac is a vine, and it has white berries.
Okay.
And so all red-berried sumacs, we even have a one that comes out in the spring that is got little bitty tiny berries. And so all red-berried sumacs are,
okay.
And they taste like lemon lime. And so this is a Middle Eastern cuisine plant that you will see a lot of times. So if you go to the Lebanese place, that red powder that they will put over your hummus and things like that, that's like very lemon lime. And so
that's amazing.
I will put a little bit of this in the cap.
So can you just eat the berries as is as well, or do you have to do something special to it in order to grind it down and have powder?
Perfect question. So what I did here is I dehydrated the berries for about 2 days because of the way that the stem will hold on.
In an actual, okay.
And then you can also just sun dry them if you don't have access to a dehydrator. And then I just break apart the berries, and so just like this.
That's
not going to mess up your calendar very much. And then I will put all of these into a coffee grinder.
Oh.
That coffee grinder will take off a little bit of that red sheath there and blend it up, and it'll leave the seed behind. You don't want to overly grind it, but just 2 or 3 pulses will get it all mixed up.
Yeah, it's
and
definitely
then I
a
just shake
thicker
it through a sieve.
type of grinding here, I can tell. Bigger pieces, yeah.
And so then I just run it through a sieve, and it pulls out all the seeds, and then I throw those out for the birds and hope that I get more patches of sumac. But what I would like to tell you 2 different ways that you guys can use this. If you have sumac bushes, a lot of people will have them in row covers on their easements. Birds love the berries, and so if you've got a fence row, you might even have them there, backcountry roads.
Yeah.
If you've got fresh ones, these have been a little bit dehydrated, but if you've got fresh, you can just mix them in with some water.
Okay.
And it's got that lemon flavor, and then you just run it through a coffee sieve or anything.
So like
kind
of like lemon water. Lemon. Oh.
So if you here in a minute,
can I
yes,
bite?
that's what I want. No, don't bite. I want you to lick.
Oh.
And you will taste that lemon. And
It's
now,
like a lemon popsicle that looks like Christmas decor.
and so here I've got an almond dip for you. Now this stuff I pick up at the gas station for snacks. It's like an almond dip, kind of like hummus and corn chips. So I'm just going to put this over the top because I wanted you to get to taste that lemon lime flavor. And I know you're gluten free, so we got corn chips.
You're amazing. So what is the nutrition value? Because I know that you always look at that.
I actually don't know the nutrition on this one. I would need to actually look it up myself. It's more of a flavoring. And so if you've ever heard of za'atar seasoning?
Yes.
Za'atar?
It's kind of like Louisiana, maybe?
No, it's that Middle Eastern. And so
totally wrong.
they put it over like baba ganoush, like their eggplant dip, or even over chicken.
Yeah.
But it's got that lemon flavor. And all that is a seed. So I actually mixed up some that has wild oregano and some cayenne and other that's even more phenomenal.
Ooh, that would be good.
But I just wanted to bring you in just to show the viewers at home that you could either do it in a lemonade or you could sun dry them. And if you've got a coffee grinder, just be able to make, and then this was about this amount of maybe twice of the amount of berries because I had a little bit of loss from separating them out.
Sure.
But it's such an easy way to make such a large amount
that's incredible.
of lemon flavor. And
really
this,
nothing to it, too.
I've even put them in shortbread because it adds that lemon and that red. And so just like you said at Christmas, right now is that time for you to, I feel the sumac on my lips.
Be preparing for, I mean, this would be a really great garnish, I would think, on any dish.
Oh, deviled eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Even, like I said, the sweets with like lemon cookies. But
Yeah.
if you've got this would be an excellent way to start storing like wild-crafted Christmas gifts too, since they're already in the
I
fence
like that
rows.
idea. I'm going to go find some. I know I have some around my house. Thank you
There
so
you
much.
go.
How can people find you online?
Eatingtheozarks.com.
She's always got great events. Thank you so much, Rachel.
Bye, guys.
All right.